everyone. This is the fourth and final group stage game for these teams in the NBA Cup. It should be a great one. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Let's see the stat sheet here for Lauri Markkanen.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Backcourt guards are Schroeder and Levine. Achua is out there with Domantas Sabonis, and it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Jazz, Markkanen and Kessler man the post positions. Bailey out there with Keontae George, and it's Hendricks in at the small forward spot. Well, tonight's matchup also acting as Game 4 in group play for the NBA Cup tournament. It's been a rough group for these teams.
Yeah, I mean, both sides are sitting here at 0-3. I doubt they're even concerned with the tournament aspect of this matchup with both of them out. This is just another regular season game, and both teams just trying to find some confidence.
Now, here's DeRozan, sinks the 15-footer.
Yeah, how many times have we seen that from DeRozan? The mid-range maestro does it again.
Markkanen a screen on Schroeder. A floater. Rebound by the Kings. Their last encounter was in Sacramento.
And that was a tough one. They expected to play well and did, just not well enough.
Yeah, but those are the games you can learn from. You see where you are now and where you need to get to.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside, Markkanen. Down low, here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
Here's Schroeder. Last time out, he had 13 points. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Six on the shot clock. Schroeder outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, when Schroeder has the 3-ball working, the defense has to get out on him, and that sets up his drive.
Now, here's George. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Golden State Warriors.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Well, that's a smart play, taking advantage of the mismatch in close.
Schroeder with the ball. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Now here's Levine. He's covered closely. Schroeder against George. DeRozan for 3. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz trail by 3. And the real star stand of this Kings team is Domantas Sabonis. Can he anchor them, though, defensively?
Well, Sabonis is not a big-time shot blocker, Kevin, but paint points haven't been their biggest concern. Rather, it's been their struggles closing out the shooters on the perimeter.
Now, here's Achua. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And it's DeRozan missing. For Utah, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. All alone, and the dunk by DeRozan.
It's best to just get out of DeMar's way on a breakaway like that.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
I had a chance to catch up with Will Hardy. I heard Coach go over the dribble handoffs that Sabonis is so creative with. He reminded his players that the jumper isn't the first option. Usually he looks to pass for 3 to 4 seconds, reminding his players to stay wide, anticipate high passes, watch for the cutters, and then contest. Sabonis can be a real headache out there. Guys?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Sacramento with the ball. Following the bucket by the Jazz. DeRozan surveying the D. 4 on the shot clock. Over Hendricks. That doesn't go either for DeRozan.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Markkanen can't get it to go. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Sacramento Kings. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Shot clock at 6. Fires from 14, and it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen. Now, here is George. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. To the inside, and Markkanen throws it down.
Pretty basketball. George with the perfect feed.
The Kings have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Outside, Sabonis takes it out to Schroeder. Sacramento moving it around. Pass to Sabonis. Takes the 3. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Utah trailing here. Here's Hendricks. Still scoreless. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Trying to end the drought. Levine can't hit. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Pass to George. Here's Bailey. Just 5 on the clock. A 3 ball. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 33% here in the first quarter. Levine, good.
You can't forget about Levine from deep.
And here's George. That shot off. Straight D that time from Dennis Schroeder. In the corner, it's Levine. Stolen by Markkanen. Pulls it up. And the basket by Bailey. Bailey's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Sacramento's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. On the wing, Levine. Six to shoot. Launches a 3. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
George with the bounce pass. Pass to Hendricks. Back to Markkanen. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams, and he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Utah with the ball, trailing by 2. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Now here's Schroeder. Achua inside. Working on George. Chalk up 2 there.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Jazz have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. George against Schroeder. George passes to Bailey. Stolen by Levine. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. Nobody near Schroeder. And a miss there on the triple. Jazz trail by 4. Bailey passes to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
And here are the Kings now. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Jazz with some changes. Mikhailov's checked in for Bailey. And it's Collier in for George. Sabonis finds Monk. Again, the miss by the Kings. For Utah, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Pass to Markkanen. There's the triple. That shot off the mark. Good D by Westbrook. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Now DeRozan. Monk outside. Clock at 6. Out to DeRozan. Shoots over Markkanen. And it's DeRozan missing.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Clifford. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Here's Collier. Sacramento making their last shot.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Westbrook. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
Yeah, DeRozan is an intelligent playmaker, opening up the floor for his team with the pick and roll.
56 seconds left in the first. Pass to Mikhailuk. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Here's Clifford. That 3 off the mark. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Count that one.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Westbrook. Nothing on the board. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Sabonis kicks to DeRozan. Monk. And Monk stays with it.
How about Monk there? The guard with the rebound and hoop. Smart play.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Drops in the tray. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Now Westbrook. And no good on the last second attempt this time. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Kings lead by 3. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Jazz trail by 3. And Stan, Utah has been all about basketball up until last year. The Jazz, the only major professional sporting franchise in the state.
Yeah, now they've got hockey, but from the venerated days of Stockton and Malone in the 80s, basketball has become effectively the state sport of Utah.
Filipowski's out there with Nurkic. Then it's Collier. Then there's Anderson. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. And it's Collier missing. Sacramento leading by 3. Pass to Clifford. Banked in off the glass. Clifford's got his second bucket of the night.
Mostly a scorer early in his career, Monk does a great job now of keeping others involved.
Utah's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Now, here's Nurkic, defended by Sabonis. And they call the foul, so he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
You know, Craig, the one thing you love about the NBA Cup tournament, it makes these early regular season meetings matter much more than they used to.
A win is a win in the regular season, right? But you can never have that taken from you. But you do have an extra layer of intrigue in these games with the NBA Cup going on.
Free throw, no good for Nurkic. Hey, Greg, they dropped the interim tag for Doug Christie as he's now the permanent head coach of the Kings.
Well, we'll have to see how permanent that is. The 5th head coach in the last 7 years. That seat is always hot in Sacramento.
Free throw drops for Monk. And Malik Monk is instant offense coach. So fun to watch.
He really is, Kevin, because he brings great energy every night. Seems to just love being out there. And then he's done what most guys do. If they're going to take that jump to becoming good players, he's become more efficient as a player because he's learned to make better decisions on the floor. Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Nurkic goes back up. The kick out to Williams. Drills the three-pointer. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And great vision there to punish the double team. That was well executed.
Kings have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Outside Westbrook. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. It's a 3-point game. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. The Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Kevin, back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. And so it's Utah here with the ball. Following the missed shot by Sabonis. Pass to Collier. Now, here's Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Shots over Schroeder. It's tipped. It's stolen by Monk. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Well, this is Westbrook at his best. So explosive and clever, operating in the open floor.
Jazz trail by 5. Pass to Mikhailuk. The Jazz working the ball around now. Over Monk. Mikhailuk can't get it to go.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the lean.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Four on the clock. And it's Utah with the rebound. Here's Collier. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
Well, they're playing with great pace, pushing the ball up the floor and attacking before the defense can get set.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
For the Jazz, Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Filipowski. Bailey comes in for Mikhailuk. And it's Keontae George in for Williams. And the Kings also making a change. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Eubanks.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Collier. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now that ended last year when they really bottomed out.
And guarding Sabonis in the pick and roll is a guessing game. He's so agile and unpredictable in these sets.
Jazz trail by 4. Here's Collier. He's got 5. Bailey passes to Markkanen. Outside, George from downtown. Kept alive. Here's Bailey. He gets that one. Bailey's got 6 points.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Nurkic with the steal. In the corner, George with it. Three-pointer, Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by George. Markkanen's got the lead up to 1 now for the Jazz. Kings have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Westbrook finds Schroeder. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Bailey passes to Markkanen. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Outside, George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Westbrook. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Outside Westbrook. Pass to DeRozan. Here's Schroeder. Again, the miss by the King. The Jazz with the lead. Here's Collier. Here he goes. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. The shot by Monk is no good. Utah's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Outside, Markkanen. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Sacramento's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Sabonis. Good. Nice job down low. Sabonis has got 4 this quarter.
Well, when you face Sabonis, boxing him out must be at the top of the scouting report. DeMontis is the best offensive rebounder in the game.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's ready to talk things through with them. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's a peek now at the 2K leaderboard. This year, these teams have made the most of their offensive rebounds. The Jazz second.
You know what? Sometimes their missed shots are their best offense. I mean, they attack the glass relentlessly, and those extra possessions can determine the outcome on a lot of nights.
Schroeder against George. Pass to Kessler. Eubanks grabs the miss. The Kings leading. Here's DeRozan. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. DeRozan's got 6.
Once DeRozan gets inside with the ball, he is very efficient.
Schroeder against George. And it's blocked. And he'll get another chance. Kicks it out to Markkanen. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, late clock. Markkanen barely gets it off. Good awareness on his part.
A tight game here in Utah. Schroeder passes to Eubanks. Monk looking around. DeRozan for 3.
Well, that's why he's out there using his size in the paint.
Here's Hendricks. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Zach LaVine.
Yeah, easy call.
The Jazz have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Something that helps up the ante for these NBA Cup games is that all of the tournament games are nationally televised. That's some added value and motivation for these squads.
Yeah, no one wants to perform poorly in front of a national audience. This is a chance early in the season to show everyone what you're about as a team and why you must be taken seriously.
And so he hits both. So, Greg, in the offseason, the Kings made it a priority to address their need at point guard.
I mean, they had multiple combo guards on the roster, but lacked a true lead guard. And they realized they needed someone who could run the offense, hoping Dennis Schroeder can fill that role.
Now, here is George. Bailey with a wide-open look. Offensive rebound. Hendricks lays it up and banks it in. Hendricks has got the lead up to 3 now for Utah.
And, Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
For 3, LaVine. Utah with the rebound. Pass to George. Here's Bailey. Monk defending. Bailey with the ball. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 5-point Jazz lead.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
And they get it, and that one's good. Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Pulling up with confidence from the mid-range. Schroeder proving just how dangerous he can be from there.
Schroeder against George. To Kessler. That ball's nice feed that time from George. Kessler's got 6 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
And some changes here for the Kings. Sabonis, he's checked in for Eubanks, and it's Achua in for Monk. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Hendricks, guarded by LaVine. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of the game. Here's Markkanen. It's hauled in by Achua. The Kings trail by 5. Schroeder outside. Pass to Achua. There's Levine. Shot clock at 6. There's Sabonis. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Sabonis sets the pick for DeRozan. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
Nice little flush there from Sabonis to cap off the possession.
There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. George against Schroeder. Kessler, screen on Schroeder. The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 5 assists tonight. Now here's Schroeder. 5 points in the game. Outside, Sabonis. Pass to DeRozan. No good from outside. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Jazz leading by 6. Now George. And here is Markkanen. Clock at 4. Over Sabonis. Markkanen missing again.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
Levine wide open. Nailed from three-point land. Levine's got 6.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Lauri Markkanen getting it done for Utah. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Rockets matchup, it should reveal a lot about themselves, where they are currently, and where they need to improve.
And if they were to somehow win this, that would speak volumes as well. And let's review how things are going for the Jazz. They find themselves in a tight one here at the half.
Sometimes it takes everyone on your roster. Guys have to come in, play their roles, and execute.
Yeah, impressive performance by their second unit. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like pick your poison trying to contain him.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. 3-point lead. Here's who Doug Christie is starting in the second half. Outside in the perimeter, Levine and DeRozan. Sabonis is out there with Achua. And it's Schroeder in at the point.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Now here's Schroeder. Back to Sabonis for the tie. Achua, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
George finds Kessler. Six on the shot clock. Bailey. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Zach LaVine. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. Well, Ace Bailey's draft journey was highly scrutinized, and it wasn't just his height, but at the combine he measured over 2 inches shorter than he'd been listed in college. Rather, his refusal to work out for any team surprised a lot of folks and executives around the league. But it didn't scare off the Jazz, who selected him 5th overall.
Not everyone can shoot like him. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatchback pull-up, you know, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Jazz leading by 3. Markkanen finds George. Back to Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. Defended by Sabonis. They get it again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Jazz lead by 5.
Well, gobbling up boards is what Kessler does best. Got some points out of that one, too.
And DeRozan at the basket on the assist by Schroeder. 8 points for DeMar DeRozan.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Schroeder against George. Markkanen dishes to George. Here's the 3. And Lauri Markkanen with the 3. Markkanen's got the lead up to 6 now for Utah.
Well, we have seen Markkanen accept more and more responsibility over time. What a dominant scorer.
Got a piece of it. Achua kicks it over to Schroeder. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Schroeder's got 8.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Guys, back to you.
You got it. Making the commitment. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And so here's Sacramento, following the three-pointer by Utah.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. So it'll be Keontae George shooting. It's on Dennis Schroeder, and this is his first trip to the line tonight.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
That free throw good from George.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
There's a screen by Achua. And LaVine puts up a deep 3. Rebound, Utah. Kessler's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Kessler, a screen on Schroeder. At the elbow, it's Markkanen to the paint. And here's Schroeder. 8 points for him. Achua The dunk by Achua.
And DeRozan, an excellent passer, finding his open teammate.
Now George. Pass to Hendricks. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Hendricks has got 8 points.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting them.
The Kings trail by 9. Outside, Levine. Outside, DeRozan. Back to Achua, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. What an asset to a team. When you've got big men who can knock down free throws, look here at the top centers and power forwards in terms of free throw percentage this season. Lauri Markkanen is second.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
Yeah, what a luxury for the coaches. They can trust their bigs to make free throws. That takes a load of stress away.
And the three ball is good. And now it's a 12-point Utah lead.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Shooter passes to Levine. Fires the 3. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got 11 rebounds in the game.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. How last month turned out for him, averaging about 15 points, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. Backup point guard, always an important position, and he fills that role beautifully.
Yeah, you need someone who can organize that second unit and keep things moving along. A tremendous asset, highly valued by a coaching staff.
Now, here's DeRozan. He's got 8. Screen by Sabonis. DeRozan finds Sabonis. And the slam dunk by Sabonis. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 13 rebounds. Here's George. He has 5. Pass to Kessler. Here's Markkanen. 5 on the clock. Now, here's George. Shoots over Schroeder. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. George has got 7.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half. And they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Offline with his 3.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor. And it's all adding up.
And the basket by Bailey.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Here's Schroeder.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's DeRozan. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Well, DeRozan is a big-time scorer. Off the dribble, off the catch, he can do it all.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And Utah making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. Monk's checked in for the Kings. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Pass to Kessler. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. To stand here, we have one of the bright young centers in the NBA, Walker Kessler.
Look, start with this with Walker Kessler, Kevin. A great rim protector. You're just not going to get layups with Walker Kessler on the floor. Then he's an outstanding offensive rebounder, and he's got great hands, which makes him very effective as a roll man in the pick and roll.
There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throws? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Utah.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that three ball for these guys.
Now, here's Monk. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Bailey with the ball. Pass to George. And here's Nurkic, defended by Sabonis. Bailey passes to Hendricks. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the high post. Monk with some nice defense. The Kings trail by 14. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Sabonis. Over George. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist by Monk. That's 12 points for Sabonis.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Jazz leading by 12. George passes to Nurkic. Back to George. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, he was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
For Sacramento, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Here's DeRozan. Hendricks pulls it in. Hendricks has got 4 rebounds now tonight and stolen by Achua. DeRozan passes to Monk. There's the 3. The rebound by the Jazz.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
And it's Bailey in the corner. Pass to Hendricks. The 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Sabonis has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here is George. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Kessler. It's stolen by DeRozan. Monk, no one around him. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Jazz leading by 12. Here's Hendricks. Softly drops in the floater. Hendricks has got 10.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. A minute 50 left to play here in the third. Eubanks the pass to Westbrook. Clock at 6. Bucket is good. He's got 6.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
There's 1:26 left to play in the third. Here's Collier. He has 5. On the wing, Markkanen. Pass to Filipowski. Rebound by the Kings. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Nurkic with the steal. In transition, here come the Jazz. That's tipped. Poke loose. Monk for 3. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Monk's got it back down to single digits for the Kings.
Monk will take him any way he can get him, even in the corner.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Filipowski. Back to Markkanen. Jazz passing it around. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Monk outside. And here's Westbrook. He has 6 to the middle. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. Count that one. Sabonis has got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
And so it's Utah, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Collier. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Jazz leading by 5. Here's Mikhailuk. Nurkic. Eubanks grabs the miss. Eubanks got his 5th rebound in this one. Right side, DeRozan. Shooter kicks to Westbrook. Beyond the arc. Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Outside, DeRozan. Inside, here's Eubanks. Rebounded by the Jazz. Markkanen's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Collier. Here's Mikhailuk. Takes a 3. No good on that one.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
DeRozan passes to Westbrook. Here's Eubanks. And a strong finish with two hands.
Westbrook has an exceptional talent for creating for his guys. He sets them up, and boy, they are knocking them down.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Mikhailuk. He's guarded by Schroeder. Pass to Collier. Now Nurkic. Outside Markkanen. Shot clock at 3. Drains the three-pointer. Markkanen's got 22.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Up top, DeRozan. He's guarded by Nurkic. Looking to end his cold spell. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Collier. Fades and shoots. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Such a wide open look.
Well, so often the catalyst, Schroeder the recipient of a good pass that time, rewarding his teammates' trust.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. The Jazz making a switch here. Hendricks is checked in, and the Kings also making a change. Achua's checked in. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Pass to Markkanen. It's hauled in by the Kings. Schroeder outside. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Eubanks finds Monk. Outside DeRozan. Puts up a deep 3. Utah with the rebound. Nurkic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Hendricks. Outside Markkanen. And Markkanen throws it down.
Yeah, Markkanen staying after it. He has got it going.
And so here's Sacramento. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Schroeder kicks to Achua. Schroeder dishes to DeRozan. Shot from the wing. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got assist number 5 here tonight. Jazz leading by 6. Here's Collier. Pass to Nurkic. It's blocked. Schroeder looking over the floor. Monk for 3. Hits it from three-point range.
An effective three-point shooter. Over his career, just about half of Monk's shots come from beyond the arc.
Here's Collier. He's guarded by Schroeder. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The first one falls. Some changes for Sacramento. Sabonis comes in for Eubanks. And Zach LaVine subbed in for DeMar DeRozan. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Schroeder. Kick out to LaVine. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Schroeder. And that one, good.
Well, Sabonis has been the hub of this offense, and has been very effective scoring them.
Here's Collier. It's rebounded by Schroeder. Schroeder's got 6 rebounds here tonight. For 3, Levine. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Collier. Pass to Nurkic. There's Markkanen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Precious Achiuwa.
Look, it's never a good idea to foul Markkanen in the act. He doesn't miss many opportunities at the line.
That free throw good for Markkanen. Coach, you and I were just talking about this the other day. We don't see many Finnish players in the NBA. I know Lowry is proud of that.
Well, he should be, Kevin, because he's not only a great player, but he's probably a role model for everybody in Finland and proving that you can come from anywhere now in the NBA and make yourself into a great player if you have both the skill and the desire to do so. Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Changing ends, Westbrook just moves at a different speed than everyone else, and he runs hard all the time.
So it's the Jazz now. Outside, George. Here's Kessler. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Sacramento leading by 3. Outside, Westbrook. Pass to Sabonis. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Kessler screen on Westbrook. Markkanen from outside. The Jazz again can't hit it. Sacramento's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Achiuwa's got the lead up to 7 now for Sacramento.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Markkanen with it. Achiuwa's on him. Markkanen can't get it to go. And for Sacramento, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Monk. DeRozan passes to Achiuwa. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game. Down low. Here's
Nice. Averaging double-digit assists for a number of years. Russ can dish it.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Jazz trail by 9. Now George. Pass to Markkanen. Here's Bailey. Back to Markkanen. Shot clock at 6 to end the cold streak. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Achiuwa's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's stolen by Bailey. Markkanen passes to Bailey. Now Kessler. George. Picks up the loose ball, but he was in the backcourt. He'll give it up.
In the first half, he handled the ball well, but he's been pretty reckless with it in this second half.
Levine with it. It's tipped. Bailey with the ball. DeRozan's there. And that one is good.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Here's Westbrook. Outside DeRozan. Now Levine. Left side, DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Doesn't get that one. Jazz trail by 7. Ace Bailey. Insane move and bucket.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And the Kings making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. Levine outside. DeRozan fires, and he does not hit. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. George with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan.
An all-rookie selection in 2024. Keontae George is a player with tremendous potential. He's a long combo guard, and I think he's just starting a very long career.
And he makes the first. And George drops them both.
Well, make no mistake, this is exactly who they want at the line in this situation.
Schroeder setting the pick for Levine. Puts up the 3. Good.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
George. Count it.
Well, check out George showing up in the big moment. Showing how ready he is to be that guy.
Kings leading now by 4. Levine outside. On the wing, DeRozan. Levine outside. The shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Outside DeRozan. Here's the floater. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
DeRozan drawing a lot of attention there.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, and both at the line. It's a 4-point ballgame.
Well, that's outstanding execution in a big spot. He showed a lot of poise at the line right there.
Now Bailey. Malkin outside. Here's Bailey.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. To take the lead. It misses. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
And the Jazz call time here. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And what's their best move at this point?
An uphill climb. They need everything to break their way.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
George! And they recover it. Fires the three. Down it goes for three. And Doug Christie is called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. And he drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. And this makes them 1 for 3 in group play games for this year's NBA Cup. Not an easy stretch for them at all.
Yeah, sadly, one win in the group phase will not be enough for them to advance in the tournament. Those losses really pile up quick in this in-season format.
Zach, you guys just found a way. What was it that got you over the hump?
We played an ugly game, but we still won. I did what I could do, and, we came out with a win. That's how we got to play in the fourth quarter. We got to play that way the whole game. So, we had to fight it out.
It doesn't have to be pretty. Thanks, Zach.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. And that'll do it, folks. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Domantas Sabonis.